All right, buckle up, buttercups, because the tea is piping hot today.
Oh, is it? What do we got?
This headline just landed from DistrictDrama. Is Pete Buttigieg running in 2028? Iowa visit fuels rumors.
Oh, honey, yes.
District drama.
Yeah.
Always with their finger on the pulse and maybe stirring the pot just a little.
Just a touch. But we love it. So we're doing a deep dive into this delicious dispatch. It's by Jason Golding, dropped May 17th, 2025.
Okay.
And you know, District Drama News, drama, food, and darling, a heavy serving of gay news and LGBTQ plus news. They know how to frame it.
Right. So this Iowa trip is the spark.
Exactly. And you, our fabulous listener, you want the inside scoop fast, right? No sifting required.
We gotcha.
We are here to deliver the absolute eleganza of insight on whether Mayor Pete is, polishing those presidential ambitions again.
It's always fascinating, isn't it, how just one event, one trip back to Iowa can set off this whole whirlwind of speculation.
Totally.
And a piece like this from District Drama, it's not just reporting facts, it's decoding the whispers, the little signals.
Oh, it's pure political theater. They paint the scene. Cedar Rapids, Iowa, May 13th. Pete's doing a Vote Vets town hall, and get this, nearly 1,800 people showed up.
Wow, that's a strong turnout.
Right. And some, honey, were sashaying in wearing their old 2020 Buttigieg campaign merch. Can you believe
We
it?
haven't talked about dedication. Or maybe just cleaning out the closet.
Maybe. But he worked it, covered all the bases. Abortion rights, veterans' needs, voting rights.
Standard stuff, but important.
And crucially, trans rights in sports, military service bans the hot topics. But here's the real juice. Whispers of a little pre-event meeting. A kiki, if you will, with his old 2020 Iowa campaign staffers.
Oh, okay. Now, that's interesting. That's not just a casual meet and greet.
Exactly. Plotting, scheming, strategizing.
Well, it certainly suggests more than just nostalgia, right? Meeting with the old team. It signals intention, forward momentum. And the choice of Iowa itself, even though its primary status has changed.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. Seems a bit random now.
Symbolism, darling. The article quotes an insider, and this is just perfect. Iowa is where Pete became Pete.
Ooh, chills. Poetic.
It really is. It's about reminding people that 2020 origin story, that initial burst onto the scene. It's strategic storytelling.
It absolutely is. Crafting the narrative. And speaking of narratives, District Drama gives us the full political glow-up. Their words.
Yeah?
But accurate, right. Harvard, Afghanistan vet, Mayor Pete, then bam, that Iowa caucus win in 2020.
Which was historic, even if he didn't clinch the nomination ultimately.
Totally. And landing transportation secretary under Biden kept him visible, kept that presidential shine.
Sure, relevant in the mix.
And now, the article lists all the pre-campaign signs, texting small dollar donors. We see you, Pete.
Standard playbook move.
Popping up on podcasts. Hello, and, okay, wait for it. The beard.
Oh, the beard discourse, yes.
Apparently, the beard is now a potential 2028 strategy. I mean, you cannot make this stuff up. It's pure camp.
Look, it sounds trivial, maybe.
Yeah.
But in modern politics, image is everything. It's constantly curated. But beyond the facial hair, the article does highlight his genuine strengths.
Right.
Youth, articulateness, that military background.
Policy chops, too. He knows his stuff.
Definitely. And his role as the first openly gay cabinet secretary. That's huge. And District Drama really emphasizes its resonance, especially for, LGBTQ plus.
He's serving Lukes that lead to legislation, honey. But District Drama keeps it 100. They remind us of the bumps.
Right. The challenges.
That 2020 struggle. Connecting with black voters, South Carolina specifically.
Yeah.
That's still a hurdle people point to.
A significant one. And likely something his team, if forming, would be intensely focused on.
You'd hope so.
Yeah.
Now let's get back to that town hall tea, because Pete wasn't just posing. He came with substance.
What were the highlights there?
Okay, so on abortion, strong defense of the right to choose. Veterans, unwavering support, naturally. Voting rights, urgent defense needed. And on trans rights in sports, he called for policies that are safe and fair, didn't shy away.
And the military ban.
Hit it head on, said merit, not identity, should rule. Clean. Powerful.
It's a strong, clear message. And it's interesting how he navigates these issues, right? Yeah. The article notes, he said, it's morally wrong and bad politics to throw vulnerable people under the bus.
Yes. Aiming for that sweet spot, principled, but also maybe broadly appealing.
It's trying to thread the needle.
District Drama nails it, calling his trans rights stance a clear signal to progressive and queer voters.
Yeah.
And him being the first gay cabinet secretary makes him a beacon for the LGBTQ plus community, which feels extra important now with that GOP reconciliation bill threatening programs.
Supreme Court stuff around book bans, yeah.
Right.
It's a fraught environment.
Totally. So his presence, his voice, it means something beyond just policy points.
And the article also mentions the modern family narrative, right? With Chase and the kids.
Oh, absolutely. Which is just lovely. And it connects, right? Especially with younger voters, diverse voters. It makes the political feel personal.
Humanizes the whole thing.
Yeah.
Makes the advocacy seem grounded in lived experience.
Okay, so he's ticking boxes. He's got the glow up. The beard is doing its thing. But what about the competition? This isn't a solo show.
No, definitely not. District Drama brings up the polls. That Echelon Insights one from May 2025.
Right. Lay it on me.
Harris, the VP, obviously leading with 32%. Then AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez at 8%. And Pete's polling at 10% on that one.
Okay, so neck and neck with AOC, but well behind Harris.
Exactly. Harris has the VP credentials, the name recognition. She's the clear frontrunner at this stage.
But Pete has that youth thing, maybe more of an outsider appeal still.
That seems to be the angle, yeah. District Drama suggests he might lean more into progressive stances to differentiate himself.
Interesting. Carve out a lane.
Yeah. And they threw it a little snippet from XBuzz, formerly Twitter.
Oh, God, what now?
To someone, at SadienC, questioning his chances. Standard online chatter, but it reflects the ongoing debate and, frankly, skepticism.
Always going to have the doubters. And then there's the Biden of it all. District Drama mentions Pete suggesting Democrats maybe would have done better in 2024 without Biden.
Oof. Yeah, that comment, it definitely raised eyebrows. It could be seen as positioning himself as, next generation. Moving on.
A little bit of shade towards the establishment. Risky, maybe?
Potentially, or just honest assessment, depending on your view. But the article circles right back to that core challenge.
Black voters.
Black voters. Cites Bakari Sellers' observation from 2020. His appeal then was largely white, moderate. He has to broaden that. States like Nevada, South Carolina, they're crucial.
Yeah, can't win the nomination without making inroads there. It's Dem Primary 101.
Exactly. And, we have to mention it again, the beard.
Oh my God, the beard.
Well,
is it really an electability strategy?
That's the speculation District Drama reports. It's peak 21st century politics, isn't it? Analyzing facial hair for strategic meaning.
I live. Honestly, from policy to follicles, it's all part of the game now.
And the game board itself is shifting, right? The primary calendar isn't set in stone. Adaptability is going to be key.
For sure. So after all that tea, what's District Drama's final word? Are they saying yay or nay on Pete 2028?
They're leaning heavily towards probably. All the signs they point to Iowa, the donor outreach, the media hits.
Stacking up?
It looks like prep work. They quote a supporter, Faith Hunt, calling him the future.
Yeah.
Captures that hope some still hold.
Oh, but it's not a done deal.
No, they emphasize the uncertainty, the crowded field. It's still very early days.
And how do they wrap it up in classic District Drama style, I hope?
Oh, absolutely. Quote, the 2028 race is already heating up and Mayor Pete has got his running shoes on.
Work.
And then they promise more Capitol Hill chaos and more political sass.
We stand. We will be reading. Okay, so for you listening in.
The main takeaway here, that Iowa trip, probably not just a trip. According to District Drama, it's a pretty strong signal flare for 2028.
More than just nostalgia. It's about positioning, policy, potential.
We've looked at his stances, especially on LGBTQ plus rights, his strengths, his weaknesses from last time.
And the other potential players in this upcoming political pageant.
So hopefully you feel like you've got a really solid handle now on the early buzz, the main storylines, thanks to this District Drama deep dive.
All right, my politically plugged-in pet. Here's your homework. A little something to ponder.
Uh-oh.
Considering everything, the policy, the persona, the polls, the yes beard, what single solitary factor do you think will be the absolute decider? The thing that determines if Pete Buttigieg actually launches a successful 2028 run?
Ooh, good question. Lots to weigh there.
Exactly. Think about it. Mull it over. And until our next deep dive into all things fabulous and political, keep those gorgeous minds working.